Puff's Mineral Face Primer. So you're just going to put a little bit of the primer on your fingers, and you just want a pea-sized amount like this. Then you're just going to put it all over your face, and I like to dot it in the areas that I'm going to put on foundation, which is basically on my entire face. And then you're just going to rub it in until your face doesn't feel oily anymore, because the formula is a little bit oily, so you want it to feel matte and smooth and not oily. So you just keep rubbing it in until that's gone. So you can apply the foundation with whatever you want, whether it's a foundation brush, a makeup sponge, or even your hands, but I'm just going to be using a makeup sponge. I'm going to be using the Fit Me foundation from Maybelline that I talked about, and I'm the shade 120. So you're just going to take your foundation and you're going to pour a little bit onto the sponge, and you want about a pea-sized amount because you don't want too much because it'll turn your face orange. So about this amount right here. Just going to dot it on your cheeks, your nose, your chin, and your forehead, and sometimes I like to dot it underneath my lip as well. Then you're just going to start patting the sponge all over your face to blend it in. So you basically continue this process until everything is blended in completely, and you'll know when it is blended in completely when you can't see any more orange spots and it looks exactly like your skin. And then when you're done, you should have a matte finish. So instead of using the Fit Me concealer, I'm going to be using my Dream Lumi concealer from Maybelline. After getting the concealer out, you're going to want to swipe it underneath your eye and start blending it with your ring finger. You want to rub it a tiny bit and then start tapping, but don't rub it all the way because it's not good for your under eyes and it won't blend in completely. Now to continue blending it, I like to use a makeup sponge because I just find it's easier, and I am very impatient and I can't just do it with my finger the entire time. So I did the other eye, and here's the finished concealer. I'm going to be using my Fit Me powder, and to apply it I'm going to be using my Kabuki brush, but you can use any face brush you want. So you want to get a generous amount of powder on the brush, but you don't want too much because you don't want to look like a ghost. And then you're going to tap it all over your face so you can set your foundation. If you don't know what setting foundation means, it's basically, putting your foundation in place. And it makes it last longer as well if you set it with powder because the oils will be underneath the powder and it won't come through as much. And sometimes if you have really oily skin, you should reset it during the day, so carry powder in your purse.